What's up everybody, it's the Fire Specialist here, and welcome to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time, we went through the cycling road and got to Fuchsia City. And then we actually did a little bit of exploration in the Safari Zone. And in there, we saw some rare Pokemon, got the HM for Surf, and caught our 6th and final team member in Tauros. Today, I think we're going to challenge the Fuchsia Gym. I did do some off-screen grinding, as you can see with Tauros. Now level 30. Just about pretty much in the range of being called up for the rest of the team. With Body Slam, Stomp, Tackle, and Tail Whip. Learning Tail Whip off-screen. But I didn't do all of the trainers that we could do at the moment. I figured we would probably go through there to get Tauros some more levels. And then go take a look at the gym. Obviously I won't show everybody. There are a couple of areas with cut that we can probably get. I'll probably wait to do that. There's like a good item or two here or there. I think it's a TM that's not the best. I want to say it's the Rage TM that we would miss out on. And trust me, we're not missing out on much. But there is one more thing I want to do though. Look at our money. $115,000. I did try and do some slots off screen a couple episodes ago, and it is boring and not fun. I don't like them. Never really try to do grinding on slots. But yeah, there is something that we need to go ahead and get though. So you see this 115,000? Well, it's about to be a lot less. I hate that you can only buy coins 50 at a time. Yeah, I was able to grind up to 500 coins off screen, and we just spent $100,000 to get up to 5,500 coins. There is something here that we can only get here, at least that's what I got in all my notes. TM15. This is Hyper Beam. This is a 150 power normal type attack with 90 accuracy, so it can miss, but it has 150 base power. When you use it, you have to recharge the turn afterwards, so it's almost like a reverse fly or reverse dig. However, in Generation 1, if you knock out a Pokemon with Hyper Beam, you don't have to recharge next turn. So, for the most part, only evolved Pokemon can learn this move. Some exceptions would be Pokemon like Dratini and Dragonair, which I think can also learn it in this game as well. Pikachu in this game will never be able to learn Hyper Beam. Oh, I forgot to show that. That's a side tangent to the side. Hold on. Actually, no. When we do some... scratch all that. Tauros can learn Hyper Beam, and that's what we're gonna teach it. It's a normal type, so you even get stab on it. We're going to learn, we're gonna unlearn Tackle. We are this late in the game, we don't need Tackle. We have Stomp, which is still kind of useless, but we have Body Slam if we want consistent damage, or Hyper Beam if we want a nuke. Hyper Beam with stab is 225 base power, and with Tauros' speed, it has a decent chance to get a critical hit. I've came back from behind with some Gen 1 random battles by getting like back-to-back crits. So Tauros is gonna hopefully absolutely fire lasers at people. Now, we're gonna fly. Let's go to the top of the route, I guess, Lavender Town, and I will meet you down at the bottom. Alright. We are here. We have taken care of half of this route, the first half. Down here though, this is... I don't understand why they make a route like this. Who built gates like this? There is a hidden item, isn't it over here? I don't think I got it off screen. There we go. Calcium, that raises the special stat. I think I'm gonna sell it because we need monies now. We're down to 15,000. That's it. And there's no easy way of grinding out money in this game. Dead end over here, but a PP up. That I won't sell. That can increase the PP of moves like Recover, or Ice Beam, stuff like that, or even Psychic. But yeah, this is, I mean, this route, it's fun in a way, but it's also, why make routes like this? I know there's a meme somewhere about that. But you fight everyone on this route, you'll get some good experience, you'll get some good monies. And we're gonna come down here. Yeah, this is the next part of the route. This is the long route. You can either take Bicycle Path, or you can take this route. Both of them lead you to Fuchsia City, and I mean, only one of them is required, to be honest. But this is a Let's Play, so we want to make use of every opportunity we get to get experience. Because once we run out of trainers, we're going to be itching for wild encounters, unfortunately. Because there is no rematch system in this game. Just in case you guys haven't figured that out yet. Look at that. I'm going to put Hyper Beam second, so I don't accidentally click it. Start body slamming things. But yeah, in terms of trainers, we have the remaining of this route, water route, a couple of gyms, and one last thing with Team Rocket. That's about it. So we're probably still going to do some grinding. Honestly, I would like to go into the league at 50, but we'll have to see where we're at whenever we get there. I also know Weeping Bell has not had much time in the sunshine yet, here as of late, but I will be taking care of that here soon. Once you beat the Fuchsia Gym, we're able to unlock going surfing, and there's a lot of water trainers we can use for Weeping Bell and even Pikachu. I don't think there's much special down here besides a bunch of like more poison types, flying types, and grass types. Here's a good matchup. Muk versus Tauros. We did get poisoned off that smog though, unfortunately, but we did paralyze. Something I should make mention of when it comes to Body Slam's paralysis. In Generation 1, because of course it is, a normal type Pokemon cannot be paralyzed by Body Slam. Because it is the same type. Just like how I believe Thunderbolt cannot paralyze an electric type. But Thunder Wave can. It's very interesting indeed. We can't paralyze a normal type with a normal type attack. It's just a quirk of Generation 1. What about you? What do you have to say? Have you heard of the legendary Pokemon? Not necessarily. We haven't ran into them yet in this series, in this adventure. But you have a Farfetch'd. Look at that. The classic Farfetch'd. Gotten some decent buffs over the couple generations. Being able to have a stick as it's held on in Generation 2. Getting, I believe, an attack buff in Generation 6. Gaining a Galarian evolution, a Galarian form and evolution in Generation 8. So, Farfetch'd has gotten some love. Still power crept to hell, but, I mean, that's what happens when you have, like, 4 normal flying types in this one game. You got the Pidgey line, the Spearow line, the Doduo line, and Farfetch'd. You got you got the classic 3-stage, 2 2-stages, and a 1-stage. So, take your pick. Honestly, Spearow and Dodrio are the 2 best ones. And in my opinion, I would probably say Dodrio. If you guys remember, a couple years ago, I tried to do a Fire Red Let's Play. But actually, around this part of the game, because there's so many trainers and routes, I got bored with it, so I stopped. Unfortunately, no, I guess, and that's when I switched over to Nuzlocke, but I had Dodrio on my team. And funny enough, how we just spent 100,000 in coins for the bodies for the Hyper Beam TM. In Fire and Leaf Green, you can get Hyper Beam at the Celadon department store for like 7,500 bucks. And you can give it to your Dodrio right there. You can have Hyper Beam by the you can have a Hyper Beam Flareon. And you know Flareon has good attack. So, it's crazy. You can get recyclable Dig TMs too there. Tauros goes to level 32. We're not really going to probably learn much from, you know what, let's check out the Hyper Beam. Such a classic sound, and of course it's a one-shot. 225 base power. If it crits, it's 450 base power. Which is just crazy to think about. Tauros goes to level 33. We have 80 attack. 99 hit points. Tauros is going to be my secret weapon against psychic types, by the way. With how fast it is, it can match them for their speed and hit really hard on their frail defensive side. Let's see what else Tauros can do right now. Might be some flying types and some grass types. We are almost out of moves, so we'll have to switch over to someone else. Pidgeotto though. Can we Hyper Beam you? Start using some of our Hyper Beams. Absolutely. As I tell you, it's a nuke. It's hilarious. Wigglytuff. Now this I'd love to see as Hyper Beam. It has a ton of hit points. It's one of the high hit point Pokemon in this game. And we get the critical hit. 450 base power right there. I don't think Ash's Tauros ever had a Hyper Beam. Now that I'm thinking about it. I know it had, I think, Horn Attack, Takedown maybe. I know it had Fissure. It had Fissure against Drake. Pidgey, I don't have Stomps anymore though. I have 2 Body Slams. I would like to get to 34 maybe before we have to switch out to somebody. And Pidgeotto, we'll Hyper Beam it. You see, look at this. We haven't failed an Oko with Hyper Beam yet. Alright, and what about you? I have 2 attacks left until I have to go to someone else. Well, you guys see the power of Tauros though. It's gonna be a minute. 5 Pokemon. Well, I have to switch them. Coughing. Unfortunately, I think I have to Hyper Beam you because you're so physically defensive. Another crit. We gotten 2 crits with Hyper Beam. And another coughing. You know what? We're gonna Tail Whip. I mean, we could honestly cheese some KOs too with Tail Whip and the Hyper Beam. 2 Tail Whips means our next attack is double. You missed 2 Smogs. Oh, I still have Stomp. Why did I think I was out of Stomp? And a Weezing. Oh boy, I don't have Hyper Beam. Well, time to Tail Whip. I had to switch because they got the poison, but Tauros did go to level 34, so I'll take it. And Pikachu got poison too, because of course it did. Now the reverse of this coming through. They're getting Smog poisons, they're getting double Sludge poisons. Grimer, can we finish you off with a Thunderbolt? This might be a bit of a long episode because of the gym as well. But you know what though, I think we can probably do the rest of these battles off screen. If something interesting happens, I'll show you. Weepinbell grew to level 34. Pikachu has grown to level 38. There we go. We are now done with a bunch of the online trainers actually. Let's take a look at our money now. 28,001. That's not too bad. We got 13,000 from that. We haven't been in here actually. If we go on top, there is one person in here. Remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. If you caught 50 kinds of Pokemon, 50. That is 1/3 of the Pokédex. I'm supposed to give you an XP Orb. Do you remember the experience share in Generation 6 and onward? This is what that is, except not as good. This actually splits experience across 6 Pokemon in your party max. So if a Pokemon is 600 experience points, everyone gets a 100. And it's automatically on if it's in your bag. So we don't have 50 kinds, and honestly, it's not the best way of doing grinding. If you have 50 kinds, you can definitely get it and try it out. Maybe go to the league a couple 1,000 times, but... Welcome back to Fuchsia City! Yeah, we're gonna heal, and I say we jump right into our gym battle. Alright, we're all healed up. It's been a little while since we've had a gym battle. But the team, though, is looking pretty good. We have 6 members now, and 2 of them have not had gym battles. The next 2 gyms are gonna be their big gym debuts. Starting off with the Fuchsia Gym and now Stormy. Fuchsia City Pokemon Gym leader Koga, the poisonous ninja master. As a fan of Naruto, I can respect it. Let's see, let's talk to Scott here. Yo, champion making. Fuchsia Gym is riddled with invisible walls. Koga might appear close, but he's blocked off. You have to find gaps in the walls to reach him. You can tell by the little dots. They are the walls, and yeah, he is about 3 spaces in front of us, but we can't get to him. This guy's completely optional, but we'll go ahead and take him on though. So, a little fun fact about this gym and the next one that we're gonna fight. They may have been swapped at one point in terms of the badge names and the Pokemon that are used here. This is a poison type Pokemon gym, but you see the Pokemon here are psychic type at the moment, anyways. And the next gym is actually the psychic type gym, so it's very interesting. Even the badge names you will see in the upcoming episodes that, well, you'll see this one, and you'll see the next one as well. They don't really make much sense. You have Kadabra. That's Ice Beam. There we go! That's what I was wanting to happen. I can finally talk about it. I mentioned it when we got the Ice Beam TM. That it can cause the most powerful status condition in the game. First of all, the Ice Beam was freeze, it's only 10%. But yeah, this is freeze or frozen. A Pokemon while frozen cannot make a move at all. Kind of like sleeping, and kind of like a quarter of the chance for paralysis. However, unlike paralysis that you still attack sometimes and sleep then you wake up, you can't unthaw in Generation 1. Freezing a Pokemon is basically a knockout unless you hit them with a fire type move. And I could be wrong on this, I forgot to look it up. I think if the move Haze is used, it's odd. I don't know whoever uses Haze, but yeah, this Kadabra is basically knocked out. We can do whatever we want. If we freeze a Pokemon, we can set up, we can switch. It can't do anything except await defeat. So yeah, if you have an Ice Beam user on your team, just throw an Ice Beam out sometimes. You might get lucky. Strength isn't the key for Pokemon, it's strategy. I'll show you how strategy can be brute strength. That's almost like the Ash and Paul rivalry, or the Ash and Sawyer rivalry. You know, computeration versus something else. I can't think of what it is now. Analysis versus passion. There we go. Throw out another Ice Beam. Maybe we'll get another freeze. It's out Psychic. This Hypno is level 38. But yeah, I guess, you know, I'll go ahead and talk about it now. And our special Phil. Alright, well, I mean, I could use Tauros. But you know what? I kind of want to use Charizard. But I'll go ahead and talk about it now, though, actually. The gym badge you get from Koga is called the Soul Badge. And now we're confused. Let's start some toss. We have two two-turn moves. And the gym badge we get from Sabrina is called the Marsh Badge. Marshers are normally known for their environment, their poisonous plants, their outside type of nature, whereas the soul is very much like the mind and soul. So the fact that this poison type gym gives out the soul badge and the psychic gym gives out the marsh badge, they had to have been swapped at some point. Extraordinary. So I guess I'll touch on this a little bit here as well in terms of the psychic type. The best defense against psychic is psychic. If you want to stand up to them really well, you can use your own psychic type, and their psychic type attacks will do only half damage. Of course, that works the same way too. Your psychic attack can do half damage as well, so it's going to be a long battle of attrition. Stormy goes there with 35. Jugglers, by the way, I haven't seen it happen yet, but the Juggler trainer class is one of the few trainer classes that will actually switch out their Pokemon mid-battle. Sometimes a little too much. I haven't seen it yet, but I always remember as a kid seeing it in this gym, and also seeing it one trainer in Victory Road, which I'm thinking of another Juggler. He's one of the either middle trainers or last trainers you fight, depending on when you talk to him. Let's go for another Surf. Yeah, there's a couple of things you want to use in Generation 1 playthroughs of giving... There we go! Juggler withdrew Kadabra and sent out Drowsy. You also notice it wasn't at the start of the turn. It's very interesting how that type of thing happens. See, again, he switches out to Kadabra. Switching in this game, at least for the opponent, is not priority. It's kind of like items. It's very odd. But he did switch back out to Kadabra, so I mean, that was 2 free turns we basically got. Take out him, and then we outspeed Drowsy, and we'll take out him. I'm done for. You were done when you decided to start switching non-stop. I also studied the way of the ninja with Master Koga. So would Koga technically be the Hokage of the Pokemon world? Since he's like one of the few ninja masters? Arbok, now we have some poison types. Which, it is very odd that this is a poison type gym and like half the trainers have the advantage, but hey, if it works for Koga, it works for me. This guy also has a Sand Slash for whatever reason. Not Psychic type, not Poison type. Probably has Slash and Scratch. Poison Sting maybe. Go level 36. And another Arbok. There we go. And we'll go ahead and head on over here. Down there is a trap. Don't fall for it. We got 2 trainers left, maybe 3. Stop right there, smooth criminal scum. That's a meme and a half if I've ever remembered it to be. He had the same Pokemon, Sand Slash and Arbok. Master Koga comes from a long line of ninjas. What did you descend from? So, is he a descendant of Hashirama? Maybe? And we got our second freeze. Look at that. We can again do anything we want now. That's how good, I mean, that's pretty good though. And 9 ice beams to get 2 freezes. Normally there's no 1 in 10 ice beams to do because there's a 10% chance. But hey, we got it once again. Now, that is a funny thing, though. If they inflict you with a status while they are frozen, or you inflict you with a status and get frozen, you could still lose effectively, especially if it's poison or burn. Drop my balls. What do you mean you dropped your balls? Alright, that's it. We're gonna go back and heal, and then take on the 5th gym leader of Kanto. Alright, we're all healed up. Stormy is gonna be the ace in the hole we have. It's our psychic type. It's incredible. It's a psychic type attack. Psychic. So, without any further ado, let's take on the 5th gym leader of Kanto, Koga, the Ninja Master. A mere child like you dares to challenge me? Very well, I shall show you true terror as a Ninja Master. You shall feel the despair of poison and sleep techniques. Koga has 4 Pokémon, and he starts off with Venonat, level 44, Poison and Bug type, with the moves Tackle, Toxic, Sleep Powder, and Psychic. They can't really do much to us except for Tackle and the status conditions. As you do see though, we are actually under-leveled. This is quite the jump. I get critical hit right off the bat. Stormy is fast, so it has a high crit chance, just like Tauros. But yeah, we have a decent, Erica was 32, and this is 44, so a 12 level gap between her strongest and his weakest. You can do this at any time though. There's a ton of more stuff you can do before coming here. But honestly though, it's not, you're gonna see why here in a second. Next up though is Venonat, again, level 46, with the moves Toxic, Supersonic, Psybeam, and Psychic. They can give us a status condition, or they can hit us with a resisted Psychic type attack. We'll go for the Psychic. It's another one-shot. Stormy coming through. But next up though, again, Venonat, level 48, Bug Poison type, with the moves Toxic, Psychic, Sleep Powder, and Double Edge. This one's the best option is Double Edge, 100 power normal type attack. That causes recoil damage. We are 11 levels lower, but it is still just a Venonat. 5th gym, a level 48 Venonat. So yeah, 3 Venonats down, 1 more to go, but it is his ace, Venomoth, level 50, Bug Poison type. Let me talk close to the mic. Not flying type. Please don't get that confused. And don't correct me in the comment section. It does not have levitate. It is not flying type. It has wings, but it's not flying type. I promise. Look up 10 guides. It will never say flying type. It's not water type either. It's not fire type. It's not steel type. It is bug poison. There, the joke is now done. Alright. Venonat, level 50, bug poison type, with the moves Toxic, Double Team, Leech Life, and Psychic. This thing's best thing against us is hilarious enough Leech Life, because it's stab and super effective, but it's only a 20 base power move. We don't one-shot, and there's the Leech Life. How much does this do? We're 13 levels lower. It might actually do it. No, actually not really. Not really at all. 24 damage. We'll go for Psychic, and I guess that's it. 5 turns. Oh no, we got a super low roll. Leech Life actually saved him. Okay, cool. It's 6 turns. But there we go. Get off another Psychic. And there we go. I would get the useless crit, but I'll take it though. Stormy came through in a big way. We defeated Koga. Huh. You have proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge. 49.50 for rain. Now that you have the soul badge, the defense of your Pokemon increases. And also lets you use Surf outside of battle. Take this too. And we get TM06. This is Toxic. Let me explain Toxic, because you might think we could probably use this on our Weeping Bell. And we can. Honestly, this is like, besides Poison Sting, the only other poison move Nido can get. It's a status move that inflicts the badly poisoned status condition, which is a move that, at the end of every turn, does increasing residual damage. It does 1/16, the next turn 2/16, and then 3/16, and stacks and stacks and stacks. Unfortunately, this is Generation 1. If a Pokemon that has been toxic switches out, it resets to normal poison when they come back in. Now, this is a single player experience right now we're doing. So, for the competitive sense, I wouldn't recommend it. You're probably not going to really be going for toxics that much in competitive. You're going to be going more for Sleep Powder and Thunder Wave more than anything else. But in regular playthroughs, it's not half bad. I'll consider it over time, but it's not the best move in terms of how the mechanics work in this game. But that was Stormy's debut gym battle, and good lord, that was incredible, Stormy. Next time though, on Pokemon Yellow, we now have Surf. We're going to surf south of Fuchsia. We haven't been out that way yet, but there is water there. And that's where we're going to get some much needed experience for our Weeping Bell. Now, it will probably be a long route, and next episode will be filler, likely, unless something good happens with Weeping Bell. You know, hint hint. But there will be some stuff, but we will be going to Saffron next episode as well. So with that being said, I will see you guys next time.